Hey guys, I just started driving for Uber as well, and trust me, before I even got started, I think I watched every one of the videos that Uberman and everybody else had out there, just to get an idea of what um, your experiences were, and to kind of get an idea of, what to expect. My first day when I went out, I did start in the area nearest where I live. I live in the Atlanta area, and we have a core downtown area like most big cities, and then we have a large amount of suburbs that are quite spread out around the city. And so I started out in the suburbs, in an area that I was quite familiar with and drive all the time, and I know all the streets, and it worked out really well. Like everybody else, the first time I went out, before I turned it on, I think I had been um, uh, given the okay to go ahead and drive with Uber almost 2 weeks before I finally decided to go online and try it the first time. I was nervous, like everybody else, afraid of what it was going to do the first time. I got a ping, where would I be? Not so much trying to find out where they were, but I was more worried about how I'd react if I got in the car and wasn't able to find the location that the rider was going to. So the first day that I went out, I only worked about 3 hours, but in the first hour and a half, I had 3 rides. And I just decided to go out one afternoon to start during an early rush hour. And the first rider I got, I was about 5 miles away from at the time. It was an unusual pickup because she was in a national park. She was out hiking, and she told me when I picked her up that she likes to hike as far as she can and then call Uber and take her back to her car. So it was I didn't make obviously a lot of money. It was like a $5 ride at the time, but it was perfect for the first time that I got to go out. She was standing on the side of the road, but it worked out. The Uber map took me right to her. I saw her standing there with her phone, so I knew it was her when I pulled up. So it was a good first ride to get experience with it, understanding the app, working with the app. It works just like they show in the videos. I didn't have any problems with it. My second ride was really about 7 minutes after I dropped off the first girl. It pinged again. And, it's kind of fun and exciting to see the ping go off, because I see it as that's a dollar sign, So it was kind of neat to have it go off. The only ride that I've ever had that I didn't particularly like, working in the suburbs, I assume this can happen more often than not. I got a ping, and literally the ride was probably, I assume because I got it, I was the only Uber driver within 20 miles of this particular request. I went ahead and accepted it, but it was about 15 miles from me. I didn't realize it at the time. Accepted the ride, and then started following it, and then realized as I was about halfway there how much further out of the way that I was going to go to get this ride. But and again, it was a short ride, someone getting off work that just needed to go home, and they didn't have a car. So anyway, it's been fun. I just say hang with it. And for your first time working in an area, like I said, you're really familiar with, don't rush to the crowded area and try to get mixed up in a downtown maybe that you're not as familiar with, unless you drive there all the time. Just take it slow. Be friendly. Most of these people, they take Uber because they expect more from an Uber driver than they would if they took a taxi. And so if they don't want to talk, you'll figure that out really quick. I went ahead and put water in the car. I take a small cooler with me with 4 bottles of water in it, and I keep extras. I made 2 Uber signs, basically decals that I put on the window on the passenger side to make it easier for them to see me when I pulled up and realized that I am the Uber driver. Anything to make the passenger feel more comfortable. And that's what it's all about. So just go have fun, enjoy yourself. Feel free to leave me any comments. I'll make some more videos later on. I'm still new at this too, so I'm learning. But I do it part-time. This isn't my main job. I have another full-time job. I really do this for the fun of it and extra spending money to use at Christmas or vacation or whatever I want to do. But I enjoy working with people, and I think that's the key to working with Uber or Lyft or any of these rideshare programs. But feel free to ask me any questions if you have any others, and I'll try to leave more informative videos as we go on. And thanks to the rest of you drivers who leave the videos too. They're great, and I still watch them, and I'm glad to be a part of the Uber Nation. Thanks.